This is the trailer for my latest book, Marketing Magic, A Guide to Getting the Gigs. This is a 723 page A4 book on marketing tips. Basically, if you're a professional entertainer, doesn't matter if you're a magician, a comedian, a circus girls artist, this book will tell you how to find more work. I'm going to flick through it really quickly to show you that there are no blank spaces. I filled up every single section. There's no pages for making notes, no narrow margins. It is stretched to the absolute limit to fill it with as much information as possible. There is a full contents list at the beginning which details all the different markets and sections upon which you can look at. From promotional material to begin with, such as my flyers and banners, the website I've designed, how to SEO a website and online presence, working with AdWords, NetMums and various other Facebook pay to advertising features, advertising in magazines, post office screens, buses, hotels, the ways to get the work from cold calling, referrals, wedding fairs, charity shows. I'm just giving you an overview of some of these chapters. There's things like hair salons, how to use those to get lots of work. As you move on throughout the chapters, you can see the markets. We look deeply at all the different markets you can look at. Firstly, as a close-up magician, so bar hustling, Premier League football clubs, residencies, how to get them, how to keep them, what to charge, graduations, cruise ships, working as a close-up magician. Tuition is the next section. We talk about magic workshops and all the summer camps and the after-school clubs which I work at. Public speaking, WIs, Rotary clubs and cruise ships. Children's shows, various features of that, not just parties but also summer camps, caravan parks, agricultural and flower shows, cinema kids club, party hosts. Then you've got staff training. Staff training is a big underused market with magic. How to do balloon modelling training days for McDonald's staff, persuasion seminars, team building groups. You've got adult cabaret, you've got the whole rural touring booking network, you've got casino circuits, the Edinburgh Festival, hiring a theatre, the Club Med programme, various cruise ship contracts. It gives you everything, an overview of all those markets. And all these markets, most of them I have worked in personally. I'm sharing with you all my insights that I have picked up from doing these jobs, and I'm sharing with you everything I've learned. The side selling, from ghost walks and seances, illusionist super shows, retirement homes, face painting, magic bus parties, opening a magic bar. I used to work at a magic bar and I looked into opening my own and I came short just by funding on that one, but I shared with you everything that I know so far in that book. I've also interviewed various other magicians to get their insight and their knowledge, any tips that they offered me. Many things like car sign writing, I've asked for permission and got photos of people's cars in this book with their permission. Same with wedding fairs. People have taken pictures of their entire setup. They've kindly given me their permission to put the pictures in here so you can have them as example for how you want your stand to look. You've got various things after that, such as specialised shows, from reading shows, recycling shows. The plunge, which is more about various things with the business, thank you emails, surveys and feedbacks, group photographs, little things that you might not think are part of marketing until you realise how much they elevate your position in the world of magic so that people want to book you rather than just booking anybody, okay? Working on Christmas Day, deposits, various business plans, DRBs, CRS, risk assessment. My entire risk assessment is in here. I'll jump straight to it. So you've got a risk assessment that you can copy and paste. Everything in this book you're welcome to use, modify. I've got my entire contract in here. My contracts are here. You're welcome to use that as an example and things like that. And then you've got life lessons, how long to fill the diary, dealing with burnout, because this is a part of, you don't want to burn. As a business, I do over 200 shows a year. And I used to do up to 400 and you would get through burnout a lot quickly. If you don't know what burnout is, it's when you get to the point where you're sick of performing shows. I talk about how I got through that in my past and why I've now raised my prices to be a lot higher so I can do only 200 shows a year, so I can still pay for this house quite nicely and put on a car and for holidays and still have lots of money left over but not be struggling to find the work all the time. This book basically is every single thing I've learned from 20 years of being a magician. I detail absolutely everything that I know and put it into this book. it's going to be based on my experiences, and my experiences from Manchester, England. Okay, so there's going to be, you might have some cultural differences based around your demographic, your town, and various things like that. But for the most part, this will, it doesn't matter if one chapter itself doesn't actually speak to you. This book is huge, and it will give you every bit of information you need to approach a market you never knew existed. Take ghost tours. There's a whole ghost tour script which I've personally written that you are welcome to use and adapt, so you can do your own ghost tour in any town that you're in. Now obviously tourist towns are going to get more traffic than the rest, but all the work's done for you, and there's links in here to other sources to get more work, okay? So, or to get more information, for like ghost tours for instance, there's a whole list of books which I describe in here for where to get them. So this is basically my baby. I've spent over, I don't know, the first draft of this was as a children's business book, which was written 7 years ago, and this book as a massive marketing epic came together over the last year. It's been proofread more times than that, and that was painful. But I absolutely adore this book. Those that decide to make that investment to buy this book in whatever format it's in, as a PDF, as the book, there's a DVD narrowed down version of it as well, which you probably get with this book. You will find it'll be it's a resource you cannot live to be without. It will literally help you make a fortune in this business, or in any business as an entertainer. Not just for magicians, although admittedly that's my big market, but knowing about the WI markets and the Rural Touring Network. If you're a comedian, if you're a circus skills artist, or a singer, or a theatre arts group, the information like that, you will find this book will pay for itself in less than 1 gig. Having half a gig will pay for the cost of this book, no matter what price you paid for it. And you will be laughing with joy over the information that I'm sharing here.